Welcome everybody. If you are wondering what's in your way today, how you can get around it, and how you can be more mindful during the process, especially around coming out, you've come to the right place. Good morning. My name is Seth. I run Comingouttarot.com. You can always find out more about me over there, but while we're here, we're talking about you and what you need to come out about. So, excuse me, while I get these cards in order, if you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe so we can keep track of each other. Also, if you find this content useful throughout the course of this video, then make sure and hit that thumbs up button down there so that not only do I know it's useful, but it gets it in front of other people. So it shows up in their feeds so they can take advantage of the message. And if you do think this is useful and you know someone who could benefit from it, share it out. Don't keep me a secret, as my friend Melly says. Pass on the good news. And if you're watching this on the replay, hi replay. All right, here we go. Obstacle, action, mindfulness. Your obstacle today is the Four of Swords. Your action against that is the Six of Cups. And how you can be more mindful, Seven of Stones. We're rooted deeply in today rather than larger themes, larger life lessons, which is kind of where we've been for a little while. So it's interesting that we're in the day-to-day, we're in the meat of what's going on. Welcome to whoever just joined. The thing that's interesting to me today, no fire. I don't think we had any fire yesterday either. So we're in that earth. No, we did because we had earth, wind, and fire. I had an earth, wind, and fire moment yesterday. I admit it, and that's probably, if you don't know their music, explaining how old I am. The thing we do have here is earth, water, and air. These are almost all of the elements of creation. If we had fire here, it would be intense. Something would be being created. Yay, 2 videos in a row. But instead, we're kind of stuck in our head today, and there's an opportunity to create something amazing. So you have the chance. All you have to do is make the choice to do it. So let's talk about the challenge that's keeping you from that. The Four of Swords. The biggest challenge in coming out today is complacency, is not actually doing anything about it. It's the like writing in your journal and not telling anyone kind of thing. It's the keeping it to yourself by maybe vlogging to a really niche community or the few followers that you have and making it a private video and not making it public and actually coming out. It's that kind of thing. It's where you may have done something where you think you came out, but you really only shared it with yourself and maybe a small group of friends. And so you haven't really come out to the world at large. And complacency is dangerous. It doesn't allow us to move forward. It just keeps us in the same place. And it also, for me, harbors more challenges, darker things that we need to face. Kind of like in the last video I just did about why I want to reclaim the word queer for myself and why I'm using it more in my blog posts and videos. If we don't tackle those demons, then we stay where we are and we don't go further. So this is that kind of thing. It's not tackling demons. It's thinking you're taking steps when you're really not. It's saying, yeah, I did something about that, but all you really did was acknowledge that it was there and you didn't actually do anything. So what can you do? Excuse me. I'm full of smoothie and I have the hiccups. What can you do? This is the Six of Cups. I love when this card comes up for so many reasons. It just feels good. But what in this deck especially, there's so many different directions it can go. And traditionally, there's a lot of history and memory and the way we might want to be childlike in what we do, the way we might want to handle ourselves with care. But in this particular instance, especially since we're in a woo-woo space, I think that there is someone who is past, who has something to communicate to you. That could mean either it's coming in dreams, the message is coming in dreams, the message is coming in if you have a connection with spirits. You may see them, you may hear them. It's also, it could also come through in the memory space of, oh, like for example, Over here, this picture is a picture that I made with my grandmother. It's an oil painting of a candle, and we made it together. She was teaching me how to paint. And there are moments when I notice that painting, like nobody, like it's there. It feels like it's speaking to me. It's her energy embodied, and and I will spend time with that painting and hear whatever it is I need to hear from her. So there are ways where messages can come from those who are past if you don't feel like you're psychically connected or spiritually inclined. Maybe there's a message in a moment or an event, like seeing the painting that you did with your grandma, and that reminds you of her and maybe of a memory and of a special story that you can relate to the block of not actually taking action on your coming out event. And that story can take you further. So this is greater than just some precious memory. This is connecting into someone who is past to understand how they can help you move and take some action on these deep-rooted challenges that can help you move into that coming out space. All right, how can you be more mindful during this process? This is the Seven of Stones. So this this is always, not always, I should say, there's always something broken for me in the Seven of Stones, and always a little bit reinforcing complacency. There's challenges in the success that we have. So here's your exercise for today, for your mindfulness exercise. Finding what's broken. What's that thing that not your complacency. What's that thing that is causing? What's the origin of the complacency? So we want to get to the root of that thing. And it's not just answering the question, what is it? Because sometimes that's hard for people. It's trusting that message from the person who's passed. And I would encourage you, because there is actually something in here strong about writing and avoiding writing. I would encourage you to write some things down. Write down the memory. Write down the name of the person that comes to mind when I mention the person who's passed. Write down the name of the person when you see the thing, whatever that token is that is them on earth today, like this painting of my grandmother. I see that slip. That's important. This is her for me sometimes. Write down the thing, write down the event, write down the person's name, make it, manifest it in the world that you have today, so that you actually dig into that memory and that event and can start relating it to how it can support you through this coming out process. Okay, that is your coming out forecast for today. I hope this is helpful. If it is, don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up button down there so I know that this is useful to you and so it gets it in front of other people. As always, don't forget to share out with other people. And that I'd love to hear more about who's reaching out to you. Leave me some comments down below after this video. Let me know who it is that's reaching out to you and sharing their message and what the message is that you're getting. Because who knows, maybe it won't just benefit you. Maybe that life lesson will actually benefit someone else. Thanks, everybody. Have a great Wednesday. See you all later.